Hello, everyone. We are finally live. Uh, can you let me know? You guys let me know if you are able to see me and hear me as well. If you can, let me know because I'm unable to see. All right, let's go. The Facebook was doing its thing today, and it took me a while to get into connect to everyone. So I just had to do a few housekeeping, if that's okay. Let me know where you guys are joining me from. I am live inside the Facebook group Lash Tech Tips for solo artists inside the Facebook group as well as YouTube. So if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. And once I complete this or do all these housekeeping, we'll get started. We'll get started. Today's live is about creating a menu, a service menu that wins clients. So why it's important? Before I do start, I would like to welcome everyone. If you're watching me live, what's your schedule for today? If anyone's watching, let me know what's happening and what is your schedule for today. I have a very booked out day actually. After this training, I will be I've got a couple of clients booked in and then pick up my son from school. After school, going to martial arts training. So it's a busy day and I'm fully booked tomorrow with clients as well, which is fingers crossed, it's been really good. I feel very organized. This week. Oh, since this year started, actually, it's been quite organized for me. Everything has been good. So I hope you guys are doing well too. I hope business is doing well. Hope you're bringing clients, and this year is going to be a great year for you as well. So just making sure. Yeah, it took me a while to connect. I didn't understand why. I thought it was Facebook doing its own thing, but it's actually it's actually me. I was logged into a different account. So oh, crazy. The things, and this is to say that when you are learning something new, it's okay to make mistakes. Just like in your journey right now, you're learning something new, a new skill. You got to be doing it so often, like because you're so overwhelmed. You're doing this, you're doing that. So, I I just feel like unless I'm doing it on a daily basis, if you're doing it once a week or once every couple of weeks, it's you're not going to be there's no muscle memory, there's no memory. And if I'm doing only once a week, live once a week, or even going using all these tools for live streaming, um yeah, if it's only once a week, we don't remember. This is like a perfect example of that, which I want to encourage you to do something on a daily basis, not just on a weekly basis, because things like this can happen. So I thought I had everything set, and I'm thinking, why can't I log in? And I'm logging in again and doing it again, but it's still just yeah, it still didn't show up. So, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm logged into a different account. So that's why, of course, it's not going to let me go live, because I started with a different account. I set it up with a different account. So there you go. Anyway, so let's get started here. Again, I want to welcome you guys to our monthly live training, Let's Talk Beauty. In this monthly live, like in every monthly live, my aim and my goal is to share my experiences, to help you guys avoid any pitfalls, roadblocks, struggles, anything that I've made, sharing my journey, my mistakes, so you guys can avoid that mistakes as well. So you can shortcut your journey, whether it's marketing, social media, skills and technology, um, skills in technology and skills in lash extension. I would love to help you and share my journey in that. So this month's topic, of course, is based on creating a menu that sells. Because let me share my story. Back in uh, 10 years ago, when I started my business, my beauty business, um, I didn't know what to price. So I was just more like copying everyone else's pricing and copying, competitors' pricing in your area, things like that. It's like just throwing spaghetti at the wall, just hoping that it's going to stick or not. Um, and I should say, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Looking back now, it's not as bad as I thought because I've seen worse. I've seen, a lot of other people making mistakes where the structure of their pricing is just everywhere. It just doesn't make sense. Meaning, like if, for example, you're a refill, like, because I started in the nail industry. If for anyone that doesn't know, I started in the nail industry, and I'm still a nail tech right now. So I still provide nails and lashes, but for the online mentoring, I do support more lash artists, because I see more struggles in that sense, that I'm able to help more so than like acrylics and nails, because I want to see the consistency, how to apply the acrylic bead more so than it's harder, I mean, online, to sort of mentor someone, compared to lashes. Lashes, I can see the angle, their placement, much easier than consistency. Yeah, it's quite hard. So, um, yeah, back to what I was saying. When I started beauty, I've seen, I started creating a menu that was like, it just didn't make sense because I did like a full set. A full set would be $40 back then, $40, $50 back then. But I didn't know how to do the refill or how to calculate the refill to match the pricing. But really, it's not about putting just a random price, because I had to cater in what I'm paying. All the products, I was spending so much on products. Don't get me wrong. I love art. I love nail art. I love lash. So when I'm fully focused and dedicated to that, I just end up buying everything. I don't know who's also guilty of that as well, because I'm definitely guilty of over purchasing. So whatever I made, yeah, it's understandable also in the beginning stage. You'll be wanting to buy a lot, invest, or everything you make, invest into your business. What I mean is more like indulge, overspend. And that was my issue. Whatever I made, I just indulge. So instead of structuring what I need and just buy once per month, or every 2 weeks or so, and have a budget set out instead of just, oh yeah, I need this, I need this. And I'm still guilty of that right now. Let me tell you. So it doesn't mean it doesn't get any better in that department, because I'm just, whenever new products come out, I just can't wait. I can't wait to buy it and try it out. So yes. Anyway, I've created a, what do you say? I just let me upload. Here we go. I create some slides for you to sort of like, while I'm walking you through, hoping that these slides will make it a little bit easier to understand. Let me see. So, like I was saying, you want to create your pricing menu that is easy to understand, because your sales menu, your service menu is your salesperson. Pretty much when people look at it and they say, okay, you've got nails, you've got waxing, and you've got lashes. So the three main main services that you provide, or any of the main services that you provide, they do help clients understand what you are offering as well, um, and pricing in a way that's much easier to understand. It does impact your client bookings and decision making. How? How does it impact? Because if they feel like, okay, you've got nails and then you also do waxing, they can have both of that in the same spot. But how you structure it is also something that we'll get into a little bit later. It does reflect your brand as well. A well structured menu, I mean, it builds trust and professionalism, as well as it reflects your brand. Um, okay. When you also, how you price your services also needs to reflect on your costs as well, and which we'll get deep into it in a minute. Um, as well, I would say, as well as your expertise. For example, if I'm charging $150 for a lash set, I don't expect a beginner to do the same, because it's the retention, it's your experience, it's your expertise, it's your communication, and how you're presenting yourself to your clients that actually retains them. Because getting a new client, because okay, you know, you're pricing, they might want to try out, you've got good branding, everything, but if you're missing the key component of your expertise, as well as your deliverability, in retaining those clients, you're not going to be able to keep them. So like I said, simplicity and clarity, making all your services very clear and noticeable, able to read, readable designs, where your focus point is. What are the main services that you are providing? For example, if I'm solely providing lash and nails, I don't want to be putting waxing or any other services, um, like where their focal point is in your menu, or I will only be marketing lash, just one, just one service. We're just attracting clients at the moment. So what we're doing is we're attracting clients in anyone, as they get, as they come in to get to know you. That is when, you know, you're like, oh yeah, I do nails too. Oh, I do waxing as well. And that's why a lot of my clients, I just market my work to main services, nails and lashes. If they want waxing, you'll need to reschedule next time. Now you know, sort of thing. But I would, unless you are a salon, a beauty salon, then you know you want to have like facials, lashes, or what are your main. Just choose two main services. I recommend choosing only two. Stick with that. Market that really well before you add on any services as well. Okay. Um, Next slide. So yeah, what are the services? What are the main services that you want to start with? If you're, you know, if you're providing, if you're a lash artist and you're providing lash um, services, what other kind of, what do you call it? Subcategories. Like you've got category in lash, nails, and then what are the key services, the key sub services that you provide? For example, lashes, and you've got classic, you've got volume, you've got hybrid, you got, you know, how you want to name them. And this is very contradictory, um, because some people say have one standard price. I agree with that too. I'll share my thought. I'll share you my thought. One standard price for classic, hybrid, and volume. All right. So, for example, if my price is about 120 for classic, hybrid, and volume, what if clients have more lashes and less lashes? Yeah. And then it comes down, should I charge for natural? This is what I used to do. Charge for natural, you know, full and extreme. And then I would have categories for like classic, and then hybrid, natural, full, and then I have, yeah, it got a bit complicated. It got a bit complicated. So now what I The three main questions I ask them is, what are your styles? Like, are you looking for something natural, everyday look? Then I'll stick with more natural. That's the service. It's still going to take me the same time. It's still going to take me the same time as a volume. However, as it gets thicker, that's when I increase the price from 120 to 150. um but everyone's different. If you're only providing lash services, then I recommend you maybe want to start off with the base. If you're starting off getting clients, start off with the base price of natural, for clients to get to know you. Just like if you were getting hair extensions, would you be paying the same standard price on someone that has less hair than someone compared to someone with full head of hair? That's the same. So I don't sort of agree with that standard pricing. But what I do is I just keep it natural and full. Those are the only two things. If I feel like it's more fuller than it, they're requesting a fuller look, then I recommend them going to the advanced dramatic styles, which is my wispies, because mega volume and wispies or manga, anime, all of that to me is considered as advanced styling. So I do have a natural, like, my price is sort of standard, half standard. Okay. My tip to a beginner, when you're setting out your prices, because I do have a lot of students that are just starting to price their menu, to create a menu. Um, I do recommend, because you're starting out, you don't have existing clients that have been with you for 10 years, like I have. My clients have been with me for 10 years. They've known me for since I was working in the nail salons, which is like 15 years, over 15 years now. So that's why I do recommend, if you are new to starting, I would have like classic for them to try you out. But with classic, it's not going to look as good. Classic would not look as nice as unless they have full lashes. Okay, so start with your core services, classic, hybrid, volume. Um, Based off that, Um, I would mark your volume sets the highest one first, and then go down from there. Never go, okay, this is classic is $100 and then 120, 140 for volume. You can't do that. If you know where your range is. We'll talk about calculating in a minute. Um, and another thing that you can add on to make that money also is adding on upgrades like lash removal, colored lashes, wispy styling, and that's an add-on. So, for example, like what I was saying about before, I have a standard price for hybrid, classic hybrid, and if they want to add that on, like a wispy or something, that's also an add-on. Because I thought of that recently, because I'm doing gel X, and there's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, because there's so many designs. So I have a base price of a full set, standard one color, and then you've got tier 1 of chromes and just very simple line art, and then you've got 3D, and then you've got customized. Same with eyelash extension. This is how I'm starting to have a base price, and then anything I just add on. It's pretty much the same as having different prices, but they're more set. Whereas if you have like alternating prices, like an add-on, that's added on depending on what the client's needs are. Okay. Um, Another tip is avoid the everything trap. Stick to what you do best. Going back to what I said before, about offering everything. Oh yeah, this is me, mind you. I would offer nails. I would offer pedicures. I would offer waxing. I would offer tinting. I can only do so much, right? As a solo artist, yes, it is good to attract more clients, but if you don't like if you're like me, I don't like waxing. Yes, I started off doing all beauty, facials, waxing, peels, massage. I did everything. And it came down to me choosing the two services that I love the best. and these my strength. It's my strength and my strong point, and I market that. My nails, and everyone knows me, nails and lash, nails and lash, nails and lash. Anything else, if I feel like doing it, like I did permanent makeup as well. And you know what? Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's different, and you need to focus on your strength more than trying adding so much to your menu um, that doesn't align with your goals. Okay. Next one is keeping it organized as well. What I was saying before about keeping things organized and clear. That way, you're able to understand. Um, that way, you're able to communicate your services better. Um, Next one. Okay, how do you set your prices confidently? Hmm. Now, when you're setting up your prices, you do want to consider the fact your product cost, time, expertise, how long you've been doing it, charging what you're worth. You know, you hear that a lot inside social media, like Instagram, social media, like charge your worth. Yeah, we charge our worth, but what is your worth? Like, do you know what your worth is? Do you know your expertise, your experience, the products you're using? What does that mean? And it's not as simple as just yeah, charge your worth. It's also a balance of not overpricing and underpricing your services. I would research. Okay, I would research a lot more about what other people are charging as a a fair idea. Just having an idea of what other people are charging, that doesn't mean that want to charge that much as well. Also, a tiered pricing. So what I mean by tiered pricing is what I was explaining before, like classic, hybrid, and volume, but don't have like classic and then you got natural, full, and like not classic's classic. I don't care. Standard price, classic. Then you got the tiered one is hybrid. Hybrid, you can have natural or full, but if the clients are asking for a full hybrid, man, you might as well go to a volume, go to a full volume. Why have tiered hybrid and then natural hybrid, full hybrid? Like, to me, hybrids. Like, that is already tiered enough. Don't overcomplicate it by having hybrid and then you've got natural. Nah, to me, just do it makes it so much easier as well. Full calculation for your business. We'll talk about calculation in a minute as well, um, and charge the full value, not just your time. So, what do I mean by that? Charging the value means the value that you bring into that client, their feeling that they get, the emotion that connects them to the eyelash extension, making them convenient. Your messaging, how you want to craft that message, how you want to deliver the message inside social media makes a huge difference as well. Not just about, oh yeah, this set costs that much and it costs 2 hours to do. No, it's what you bring in, the value, the atmosphere that you bring into the clients, your workspace, all of that. Take into consideration when you're pricing as well. All right, let's go through this step-by-step calculation. How you want to, price your services confidently. Just give me a second. I'm just going to check in if there is any comments. Just making sure that there's no comments coming through. Okay, here's my step-by-step pricing formula. Know your cost. Once you know your cost, meaning lash glues, glue remover, iPads, the main ones that you will be using on a consistent. So anything that's repetitive, like you'll need it. If you're only trying like things that I wouldn't factor tweezers. That's another thing. I wouldn't factor in tweezers because you only buy that pretty much once every, I don't know. If you like to indulge like me, you probably change tweezers once every, God knows. Let's not go there, but yeah, tweezers you don't need it on a monthly, but glues, removers, lash trays, iPads, all those is consistent, and you'll be purchasing on a regular basis. Um, Additional costs like rent, utilities, these are things that are ongoing, just similar to your products as well. And then your time and expertise. So, how the pricing formula works is your product time plus time, how long it takes to do a certain set service, plus business expenses. So add them all together, add all that, and you plus service duration, how long you're doing, and you get the base price. So let's do. I'll give you an example in a minute. So yeah, if your product costs, and look, we're only averaging it out. Did I write this wrong? Yeah, time value means like your business expenses plus your service duration, how long it takes. We'll do it. Uh, just give me a second. Okay. Check the market rates as well. Check the market around you in your area. It's different for every area. I would start off with very, average price, and then I'll move up. I'll move up. If you're feeling like you're getting overbooked, it's time to raise your prices. That's a really, really another really good topic that I get asked as well. Like, when do I raise my price? Well, if you're getting fully booked and you've got no time to do anything, start raising your price. Then anyone that still wants to stay with you, they'll still stay. Okay, price reflecting your skills. Yes, we've said that. Factor in profit. Now, at a profit margin, usually if a service costs you $15 in products and takes you 1.5 hours, charge appropriately to your profit. I believe it usually costs, you usually want to, I think about 10, 15 or 30. I can't remember how I calculate it. But yeah, if you like to get deep, more deep, like deep support in these sort of topics, you can schedule a call with me, and I'll analyze what you've got. I'll work closely towards what customize to your pricing and your goal as well. Test and adjust. If you've always, like I said before, like if you've always been fully booked, consider raising your prices, because if you feel like there's no time, like you cannot fit any more clients in, you're so booked out, you want to consider raising your prices, because you need, if as a solo artist, you need to cater in time for content creation. You want to work on your business as well, not just in it. At the moment, if you want to be just working in it, that's fine, just work. But you want to eventually expand your business, grow your business, not just doing it as a hobby. So yeah, so pro tip here, I've written, you charge for the value of the result, not the time spent. So I do have, I used to make that mistake. It's like, oh, okay, a set costs, I charge $100. For example, I'm saying, for example, $100 per hour. So if the set costs 2 hours, it's gonna like be $200. I don't, how should I say, I don't agree with, like, it doesn't align with me. It doesn't align with that kind of pricing, like charge per hour kind of thing, because your skill level and the value that you bring to each client is different. And yeah, I just, that doesn't align with me. Okay. I'm going to show you an example of one of the members that commented, and I'm just going to give you a very, very simple, basic example. Her goal is to make 40K in a year. And what she's charging for her price for a hybrid set is $75 at the moment. So that means she needs to do 534 sets per year to reach her revenue goal. So that means per month, she'll need to do 45 sets, and each week is 12 sets. Now, if she works 5 hours a day, 5 hours a day, 5 hour day work week, depends, they're like 5, 6 hours a day, depends on how long you're also doing each set as well. It works out to be like 11 to 12 divided by is like 2 to 3 clients a day, which is doable, right? Like it's doable to reach that income goal of 40K. However, one thing I need to note also is the breakdown of one, how long is it taking you to do each set? How many hours are you working per day as well? And another thing is these are full sets. If you're thinking this is the price for refill, then that's great. That's great because refills are what you're making your money, where the money is, not the full sets, because it's so hard to acquire new clients than it is to market to the existing clients, getting them to come back every 3 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 3 weeks. So every day you need to do 2 to 3 clients, even if one or two is a full set, one is a refill. Then you've hit your income goal for that day. So if you keep that consistently, then you will reach your revenue goal. Very easy. Here's the time breakdown. So each set would take about 2 hours. I'm just giving a very random prices. Each set costs 2 hours. It takes 2 hours to do, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Leaving you, if you work about 4.5 to 6, just 7 hours, 4.5 to 7 hours per day, depending on whether you take 2 or 3 clients. Then yeah, you can, if you're even faster, you're able to take 4 clients or 3 clients, 3 to 4 clients. Now, to reduce the work hours, she would either need to increase her pricing, like I've mentioned a few times here, increase your pricing and improve your speed. So it's taking her 2 hours. If you want to take in more clients and you're only working 6 hours a day, then you want to increase your speed to like an hour and a half per set, which is standard. Don't think an hour and a half is long. An hour and a half to me is very standard. I do prefer doing like an hour and a half to depending on the style as well, to do focus on quality instead of quantity. And then add-ons. Okay, so to me, adding on, if they've come from a new salon, I would recommend them, soaking it off. It's really grown out. You want a fresh set, that's also adding on. Also means doing a fresh set as well as doing a quick eyebrow wax. Anything like little simple add-ons that can be very quick to make money. Like for example, now, if clients are just getting a full set with standard color, I'll say, why don't you just do a French? French is nicer. I'll start marketing the Frenchies in the picture and get them to add on. Or how about a quick polish on your toes, gel polish on your toes? Very, very quick, something that you can quick, but it's money for you, extra money. So that way. Okay, so we're going back to now the service menu. The layout needs to be appealing, organized. And I do walk through a lot of my students on laying out branding as well. What color palettes to use, and your branding, your messaging, because the thing is you can just market, but I don't know, like I'll ask you this. Have you ever had a client that you thought, no, she's not my client. I just don't, it doesn't connect with me. Like the way she is, her belief, her like morals and like family values, and it just doesn't connect. Yeah. Or that her time doesn't connect with you. Like, for example, they can only come and get lashes done in the late afternoon after they've finished work, but you're at home, you're a mum, you're a mum. So that hour, like you're a single parent, even, that hour you're fixed on clients, like sorry, fixed on family routine, that you can't take clients. So your actual clientele, if you're professional women, you're attracting professional women, it's very hard. That means that they can only book in on weekends. So you really need to know who your target audience is, like your target clientele, your dream clients, before you actually can market them, and your social media content, everything speaks to those clients. Okay, so if you need help in that area, I offer that support as well. If you want to book in a one-on-one with me, highlight your best selling. It comes back to what I said before about having a menu that your core subject, um, your core services that you want to provide. What is it? And that's what we want to be doing, to attract those clients, because you don't want to be marketing. Like, honestly, when I see facials that offer like 20 different facials or so many services in the menu, I get overwhelmed and I just don't bother. I just don't bother booking. And that is the truth. That is the truth. When there's so many, like all these names, that's another thing I really wanted to mention to you as well. Using industry terms on clients, no one's going to understand. Like, using all these like manga, anime, LC, LC curls, and mega volume, and this and that. Honestly, you will overwhelm your clients because those terms are only for lash artists. Yes, you do have some clients that do understand what you're talking about because they've had it themselves. But you need to understand, not everyone, not all your clients are going to understand what you mean by anime, manhwa lashes. Like, they look at me like, what is that? Or like hybrid, what's that? I'll do a natural squirrel set. What's a squirrel set? What's a natural set? Like, how's that look like? They don't understand those terms. Your job is to analyze their features and create a set that they love. That's what you need to know. Yeah, ensure your menu, ensure a digital and print version. So a digital version means I can share that on social media. I can just send it to clients. I create one, I download it, save it in a folder. Any client goes, "What's your pricing?" Bang, 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 bang. I just send it to them. And a print version, look, this is debatable. Print version, like people used to give out pamphlets and all that. I used to do that when I first started in the industry. When I started my own business, I used to market that and just put it on windows. I don't know how it goes with certain areas that you live. You really need to see that because people still do that right now. I used to do letterbox drops, but now what I do, I've shared this many times with you guys in the group. What I do now is, instead of that, when I go shopping, when I window shopping, or even just shopping, or when I go buy food, if I see an attendant in a restaurant anywhere that she's got lashes and she's got nails and she looks like my potential client, if I see that, yeah, she's got the vibe, I start talking to them. And literally, I'm talking to them, asking about their, what are they, local in the area? I start like a full-on conversation as a friend, not as a marketer. I've taken off my marketing hat and I'm just talking to her as an acquaintance, someone she's just met. And I do get to know her more, as whether she's local. It's one thing, local. If where does she get the lashes done? Where she get her nails done? Because I want to see, is it local to me? Is it local to her? Um, or if she's like, "Whew," from far away, I might not even bother talking further. I won't mention anything about my business. I ask her the prices that she paid for it as well, just to get an idea of the budget. Okay, because if she goes, "Oh, yeah, these lashes cost $300." And I thought, "Oh, she's a high-end client. She's willing to pay for that." I would ask, "Look, do you get your lashes done on a regular basis as well?" Because if it's $300, but she's only doing it once a year, well, then she's not your target market. She's not your ideal dream client, because you want clients that are coming back on a regular basis for refills. Yeah, and then and then you know, if the mood and the connection is there, I do say, "Look, yeah, I do lashes too." When she starts asking me, like, "What do you do?" Because if you ask her a lot of questions, she will ask you back, "What do you do?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a nail tech. I'm a lash tech. I have my own business. It's actually around the corner from here, actually. So if ever you need, like, if you're stuck, no pressure, no pressure. If you're ever stuck with needing a lash tech or nail tech, here's my business card, okay? Like, my name's Anna. So it's been great to talk to you. It's been great, having this conversation, and have a great day." And that's all I do. I leave it as that. And I've attracted quite a lot of new clientele just by doing that, because already I've established a relationship with them. I've connected with them. They've gotten to know me. They've gotten to talk to me. And you know what? It's quite it's really nice, because then if she asks for my number, I'll definitely give, if I've given her my business card, or I even say, like, "Do you want my number? I'll give you my number in a case." Just really make it casual, like, in case you need me in the future. If you ever stuck, like, no pressure. And then I do give them my number, and then she'll usually, when I give them my number, they usually prank me, and then I'll save her detail as, like, name and then where I met them from, because if Sarah happens to call me, there's so many Sarahs that I might already have inside my phone book. So inside my phone, so I usually make, like, a little note, like, Sarah shoe, like, from Novo Shoes, or Sarah at Target, from Target. So I, like, make a little note of that inside. Okay. So also, yes, using tools like Canva to design professional looking menu. Um, it's Canva's been really, really, I've used Canva since they first started, and they've made so many changes. It's incredible, and you're able to design like a pro. I'm telling you, it's amazing. The things that they've added on, the functions, the AI, all of that, and creating videos, very branded videos, because you're able to use your brand fonts. Whereas a lot of editing software, you can't, yeah, you'll need to install your brand, and you'll need to purchase your brand font as well. So, for example, what I mean is, like, if I'm using a font from Canva, I'm able to use that font inside the video editor. Whereas if I use CapCut, InShot, any of those to edit my videos, I need to purchase that certain font outside and then install it into the software. So that makes a huge difference as well, Canva, as your video editor. So next up, we have where to display your menu. I don't display my menu, to tell you the truth. I used to. I used to display on highlights and post. I don't anymore, because one of the reasons why, like, here is I've noted all these downs only for you to have an idea, because where you are might be different, but I'm just sharing you what I did and how I don't think it works anymore. When you're posting on highlights, your menu on highlights and post, what it is doing is it can turn clients off before they even got to know you. For example, my price is on a, like, higher end, and if clients don't even know me and they've scrolled in on Instagram and they see my pricing of $150 per set, chances are they're not going to get, nah, high end, not for me. But they haven't even gotten to know my work yet. You know what I mean? They don't even know me yet. It's the quality, the value that I bring to them. They don't know me as a personality. They didn't even get to know me. They've just turned away from just the menu. So I avoid posting it. I do still have a menu. I will share to them once they reach out. So my call to action is always um, DM me, contact me, call me for the full pricing. But I share a lot of my upper funnel content. So if you've heard of the marketing funnel, so you're only attracting clients up here. It's just awareness, bringing awareness, and then you get into further down stage, and that's when you convert them, because Instagram and all that, it's not to sell. So for me to post my menu, um, that's not attracting people inside my funnel. I want them to go inside my funnel first, and then as I go down, I really believe that. Same with posts. It's just sharing awareness, training, education in each phase of the customer journey. Your booking websites, yes, your booking websites. I totally agree with booking websites and link trees. Um, Printed menu, like I said before, in your salon, have a printed version sitting there so clients can bring home. And I would also like I used to print out a lot of magnetic fridge magnets of my business card as well. I would only give that to my existing regular clients. I know that they use their home salon anyway, but um, I would give that to some, like my existing client, to give to their friends, close friends or something, because if I don't know them yet, that's also something you want to consider as well. Send clients to via text and email. If you are not utilizing email, then I don't know what are you doing? Because I was one of those that thought, I don't like to receive emails, so I don't want to be sending people email. But that's totally wrong. That is so wrong, so wrong. I've made, I've attracted and nurtured and a lot of, since I realized how important email is. I've had my Facebook account hacked, email hacked. So, you know, I'm very careful now. So in terms of Instagram, social media, um, they're not my audience. And that's I go through a lot. uh, this is how important it is. I could have 10,000 followers on Instagram. One, is it turning them, is it, you know, converting them? Are they converted as a client yet? You can have 10,000 and not make a dollar, not even sell. That's one. Your Instagram followers are not yours. So anything on social media. So I've got a total of over 10,000 followers on all my social media accounts. Like I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, two accounts, all combined over 10K. Now, if something was happened to my client, I do lose everyone. You lose all of them clients. And I've had people with 40, 50K having their Instagram hacked. Now, I fully attract my clients first through my content, but then they go inside my funnel. And inside my funnel, I nurture them through email, even if it is sending promotions. Because you should ask yourself, if you bought a skincare, if you bought like a skincare line, and how would you know, like clothing or anything? How do you know they've got next sale coming up? How do you know that there's a special coming up? Through email. And I recommend you guys, if you don't know um, how to start email, I can help you with that in that journey as well, because I'm now sort of um, getting really, really good uh, with email, how I want to structure it, how, what day, what week, where to plan and send out emails to get the best outcome for my business. All right, last, we are on pretty much last of for the next. Okay, to recap, let's recap what we've covered today. So menu clear, simple, and branded. Pricing your service based on value and not cost. Like I said, it's how you make them feel, what you do with them, and how you make them feel. Um, Making it accessible, offer add-ons, increase revenue, make it accessible on social media and booking pages, um, and update regularly based on client demands and new trends. Just before going back, I believe. Oh, here we go. On this example, I have created a cheat sheet, checklist. Sorry, I believe. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna show you what I have created. Um, is this a checklist? Checklist, yeah. Let me share my screen. Where is it? Here. Can you guys see? So I've created a spreadsheet just to help you with your goal, reaching your goal. Just where like you put your date here, the client name, volume set, price you charge, product cost, and price cost as well. And here, week 1, week 2, week 3, total clients, income. Yeah, I just created this one just for you to track whether you're reaching your goals or not. And I also created this. It's a checklist. Okay, this one is a basic beginner one. I made a beginner's checklist, and then also created another more for established lash businesses or beauty businesses. Here is a step-by-step for you to go through what is it that you're here. I also made notes of what your fill price should be. Like I believe this should even it could look this number 40-50% of your full set price. It should also come down to, I think maybe 50-60, not as 40-50. Yeah, let's change that. 50-60. Oh, sorry, not 50-60% of your full set price, whatever the full set price is. I just want to show you here. Yeah. And also you've got the more of the established one. Yeah, so I created the checklist as a doc as well here, as a document. So you got a spreadsheet. So you have a spreadsheet version as well as a doc version as well. Let me know, guys, if you want a copy of these. It's yours. I've just created to help a lot of the members track their spending, track their work. It's very basic. This is something that I wish I had, because like I'm not very good with managing my money. Yeah, I'm not very good with that, um and honestly, yeah, it's very funny to say, like, I'm not good with managing my money. So that's something, that department I am needing to work on. But basic ones like these, I wish I had, because it would have helped me be more clear on what I needed to do, how much I've made that week, instead of just like spend, 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 spend. Now I'm much more better. I'm much, much more better, more organized with my spending, and how much I spend every month, once a month. Because like that's how you can make profit, because you started a business to make profit, not just to work and just indulge like I did when I first started out in the industry. Anyway, it's just, let me see what else we're going to cover. Um, I hope you guys enjoy today's live. If you have any questions, if you can put in the comment, if you can, sorry, comment below. Are you watching it live or replay? Let me know. And if this training was helpful to you, because your feedback helps me to organize and structure my lives much better to be able to help you. So I'd love to hear. And if you would like the spreadsheet checklist, and um, checklist and tracker, let me know. Comment below. Let me know how many is interested. I will be happy to share the link inside the group for you guys to save and download as well. Our next live, let me share the next live. Just let you know the topic of our next live. Can you believe we are already in March? It's amazing how time flies. Our next topic, excitingly, is create your lash brand identity. Okay, we are talking all about your brand, lash brand, your brand, whether it's a beauty or lash, your brand identity. So, what I mean by brand identity is it's not just about logos and colors. No, that was my mistake. I spent weeks and weeks and weeks trying to design my logo. Now it's not even an issue for me, because clients don't book you through your logo. Clients don't book you through your color branding. Yes, it helps for a cohesive feed and colors, but that's not where they book you. You know that. They book in with you because they like you. They like your work. You bring value to them. Your work is valuable to them. So I will show you how to create that the brand identity. That means your values, your core values, and your beliefs. Those are your goals that you want to work towards, because then that's how you connect to your clients, through your values and your beliefs. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that as well. And that will be again on the first Friday in April. The reason why I started to do beginning instead of at the end of, because I want you guys to implement what I've shared in the training. You got the rest of the month to see for you to take action and see if you get results as well. Okay. Anyway, I think that's it for me. Again, let me know what you think of this training, and I will see you inside the group. If you are watching on YouTube, replay, anything like that, if you're watching on YouTube, sorry, if you're watching on YouTube, you have any questions, send me a DM or even comment on the video below. And I will see you next time. I'll see you inside the group. If you want to join the group as well, if you want to join my Lash Tech Tips, Lash Tech Tips, support, free community. The link would be somewhere below. Okay. I'll talk to you then. Have a great day. Have a great week and have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.